Wetting agents are a common solution for alleviating problems with hotspots and chronic dry areas. There are a variety of wetting agents available to superintendents, says Tim Cartwright of the Floratine Products Group, but they are not fully understood.
There's a lot of misconceptions. There's a lot of bad science. There's even people from the academic world who don't understand the science. And as a result, there's a lot of products on the market that claim to solve all the problems at once. And what we're finding is the science doesn't support that. It's two completely different sciences, and therefore we have designed two different molecules, two different products to solve those problems individually.
Cartwright says most wetting agents retain water, but are also sold as a solution to move water and eliminate puddles or drainage problems.
The products that claim to do both will essentially hold water in the top 2 inches, and then that can lead to all kinds of problems. The green will actually feel mushy or spongy when you walk across it. In that condition, if it turns off really hot, then you have things like wet wilt that'll occur. It'll get puffy. When the green's puffy, then you'll have scalping. So the misuse of wetting agents can cause lots of problems. Floratine takes a unique approach to that, in that we study the science and we design products around the science.
In situations where soil is compacted or where there's a heavy thatch layer, you would need to move water through the profile. To do that, Floratine developed Pervade, a product born of a unique science.
In everyday terms, you could picture the molecule of Pervade like a toothpick. You know, it's relatively short, it's relatively straight, and then we can engineer a lot of negative charges on the surface. And when that enters the soil, because it is so small, it is quite mobile, and it will follow the water through all of the capillary space in the soil, and the negative charges on the molecule will actually repel the negative charges on the soil colloid and give you and open up temporary pathways.
To show how this science works, Floratine developed a simple demonstration. In this sped-up video, you can see how the water containing a few drops of Pervade in the tube on the left drains through the soil plug faster than the untreated water drains through the tube on the right. The science behind Retain Pro, a Floratine product that enables the soil to hold water, is completely different.
The molecule is quite opposite than the Pervade. It is designed with a different purpose in mind, and we make it quite long in a molecular sense, and there's no charges on it. So it's not influenced by the charge on the soil colloid. I guess in everyday terms, it would be like a big bowl of spaghetti. And if you've got a lot of gaps, a lot of large pore spaces in your profile, this big bowl of spaghetti essentially clogs the hole. It acts as a cork. So it's more of a mechanical action to slow down the flow of water.
Cartwright says that there may be situations where superintendents can use both products.
How they can be used together is in the case of, let's say, a hydrophobic layer that is not allowing movement of water. You would apply Pervade. That would allow the water to get through that hydrophobic layer. And if it's a sand situation below that layer, then you would follow that up with Retain Pro.
So what is the best way to determine the right product to use?
The most important thing is to have a good on-site inspection. The superintendent, the field manager, along with our sales rep, should be out there pulling a sample to see if there's any layering, to see if the soil is heavy or tends to be more sandy. There's also soil tests that can be done. You can actually test the physicality to give you a good idea of whether it's going to tend to allow free movement or whether it's going to be a very slow moving soil. And based on all of that data, then you can make a much better judgment on the type of wetting agent to use.